Subscribe to dragmotoxboss. It's really easy. New cool nice. Unsubscribe at any time. My goal is 1.5k subscribers by October 1st. If I hit 1.5k subscribers, I will do a video where I see how much money I can make in Lumber Tycoon 2 after starting from scratch in 6 hours. So subscribe. Bye-bye, Charlie 10 and Betleg. Get out. No, he's coming. No, he's following me. Get him off. Get that little French Ray Arms guy off. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him off. Get him off. Okay. He's just going to be there. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to be funny here. Is Charlie 10 going to try and follow me? No, Charlie 10's somewhere down there. I don't know where Charlie 10 is. Okay. Anyways, so this video, I'm going to be talking about the other mega major thing that has happened to me. The other mega major thing that has changed my life. And, you know, the last video I talked about getting a driver's license, and it has changed my life. You know, it helped boost my self-confidence. But now getting this also helped boost my self-confidence too. And Betleg's gone now. Goodness gracious, this Roblox character gone. Anyways, so basically, I, for the longest of time, never wanted to get a job because I love spending a bunch of time at home. Plus, I wanted to run the channel of dragmotoxboss, and yeah. Now, basically, I would always like notice, oh, Charlie 10 and Betleg are gone now. Okay, they left the game. Okay. For the longest of time, I'd hear people talk about jobs, and I always I would sometimes get scared of working a job because, you know, I sometimes, like, I was just like thinking, oh, I don't want to run into someone I know. Wouldn't that be so awkward? You know, I was like all fixated on that. And then people would talk about working jobs all the time. I get why, because it's actually kind of addicting to talk about once you get one. It really is. People would always talk about going to work. Sometimes they complain about it. I hate when people complain about it, but they'd like talk about going to work, talk about what they do at their job, all that other stuff. You know, not everything is about their job, but sometimes they'd talk about it. And yeah, and since I like have never gotten a job prior to earlier this month, a few days ago, as of when I'm recording this video, wait, what was I saying? What the frick? My brain froze there. Well, anyways, I, for the longest of time, you know, had it fixated in me that, like, you know, I don't want to get a job. And, like, you know, so when people talk about it, I just feel like, you know, less of myself. Like, why haven't I gotten a job yet? I don't have a job. And, you know, I just sit there and I just feel kind of bad about myself and stuff like that. If it weren't for me having my channel, I would feel even worse about myself. But anyways, I finally, you know, got a job. You know, I actually need one for experience, for cash. I actually will start making money on YouTube again. This year there's a little mishap with it. I didn't do anything wrong to get suspended on YouTube or whatever the word's called for it. But, you know, I'm finally going to make money from YouTube again. So, yeah. So, basically, I have a job now. I got one. And for the longest of time, too, I was so worried that, like, you know, the people would be strict. And it's good that I had those guidelines because I can't expect them to be, like, nice, you know, like, laid back and stuff. You know, it's good to have those expectations. Expect the worst so that, you know, you'll be prepared. And, you know, I expected the people to be really strict. I mean, maybe they are really strict at other jobs. But I expected it to be really, really strict, like a mean boss from, like, a cartoon show or something. I expected the worst, and they're actually pretty laid back at my job. I'm not saying in terms of bad at their jobs. I'm saying in terms of, you know, they're not super strict. They seem, you know, kind of like casual. They still are serious because they're at work, like the managers and stuff. But, you know, they even make conversation with you sometimes. You know, that's pretty nice. You know, that they're not like, you know, super uptight and strict. You know, if they were super uptight and strict, then it wouldn't be as good. And, you know, apparently, like, I've, like, several people there have told me that, like, I'm doing very good for a person who has just started, too. So that also boosts my self-confidence up a lot, too. Like, I did not expect anyone to say that. They're like, I guess most people, whenever they start, they just really are that bad, I guess? I don't know. So, I mean, cheers to me for that, I guess. You know, good for me. You know, I'm not going to get ahead of myself and think, oh, I'm the best at the job. No, I'm not going to think that, you know. But, you know, cheers for me for, you know, doing decent enough when I first started. Like, goodness gracious. Now, basically, there was a little mishap. I actually put in an application, and basically, when they were interviewing, they pretty much instantly hired me. They said, what... actually, I'm not going to get into that, so I don't, like, disclose where I work at. I'm not going to say where I work at. You know, I don't want any of the strange kids from school going to where I work at. All right, now, here's what I'm going to say. Work is nothing like I imagined it to be. It is a lot easier than I fixated it in my head that it was to be. It's kind of good that I expected it to be worse, because now it's not as bad. If I expected it to be really easier than it is, then I would have a worse time there. And the hours actually do fly by sometimes. Like, no joke, I got put onto a 3-hour shift. And I remember I was like halfway through my shift, and I was like, oh, it's only halfway through it, holy crap. And then like that last hour and a half flew by. I don't understand how, but that's just how it goes. Now, oh, I forgot to finish talking about what I was talking about a couple seconds ago. Basically, I did not get called in to work until like many weeks later, and I actually had to call them about it. And then there was a mishap of this, that, and basically I didn't end up working till August. All right, I did not work any of July or any of June. I'm not fully complaining about it. You know, maybe there's like some kind of like requirements, or like maybe they weren't ready to train me or something. I don't know. I don't care. Obviously, I wish they would have called me in sooner. Part of me does not, because I had more time this summer to do what I wanted to do and to just relax, I guess. But, you know, regardless, I'm working right now, and it's fine. It's whatever. I don't care. It's not that bad. Now, right before I started working, like the weekend before, my family members like started like telling me, hey, you got to stop relying on what they're saying, and you actually have to start and get a job somewhere. And then like they kept on going on saying, what if you meet friends in college and you want to go out and like, you know, spend money on hangouts and stuff? And I'm telling them, I'm not going to do that. And they're saying, what if you change your mind? Why would I change my mind? If I've spent this much time in my community, you know, and I'm like obsessed with, you know, the dragmotoxboss community in my YouTube channel, why would I spend like more time, you know, doing stuff that like the friends want to go out and do? I'll say no. I'll decline. I'll be like, I'll pass. And if you guys don't want to be my friends because of it, that's fine. Now, that does not mean that I will go out with them once in a while. I'm talking about fictional friends that I don't have that I might make in college here. Now, the thing about dating, I've actually went over it like off video and off camera. I might not even date in college. I'm not focused on dating. I'm not trying to pursue dating. I do understand that I do need to be making money in college, and I've already understand that. And whenever people like start pestering me, I don't know if that's an appropriate word, about like work and stuff, it just makes me so freaking mad. I was so mad and uncomfortable that day. I was so pissed off. Goodness freaking gracious. If any of those family members are watching this video, I didn't name you because I know I'm saying something kind of bad about what you did to me, all right? So that's why I'm not naming you here. And, you know, basically my family members kept, like, going on, and I'm telling them, I know. Please stop talking about it. I know. And they wouldn't stop. They, like, put their own opinion onto me. It was so annoying. I wanted to freaking walk out of there. I was actually pissed off. One of the things that gets me the most pissed off is when people start talking about stuff that I get really uncomfortable with. Some subjects I could just get really pissed off by. I really can. Like, you know, adults, you know, thinking, you know, like, oh, he needs to know this and that and this and that. No, I understand all this crap already. Okay, this actually started making me really freaking pissed right now. But, you know, I will say one of the family members, you know, did not want to talk about it for too long, too. And was saying, you know, we only are really saying this for what's best for you. So I will say that he was being fair about it. But like, the other family members just kept on going. Like, I was pissed off. I was pissed off. But anyways, enough about that. But the fact that I already have, like, gotten a job makes me really happy that, it's, not as bad as I thought it would be. Oh my gosh, I'm under here now. Am I gonna lose my axe? I think I am. Crap. No. What do I do? Am I gonna lose my axe? What the frick is this under here? No, I think I lost it. Damn. I think I have an extra unopened one over here. Yeah, someone gave it to me. Whatever. I don't even care at this point. Like, this is not a frickin' Let's Play at this point. Let's face it. This is just get icewood. That's what this has turned into. Like, goodness gracious. This very well used to be a Let's Play. Now this is just like a nice, like, base that I've, like, grinded all the money for. Some of it I actually got from selling items that I bought with money that I grinded for. So basically, yeah. Now, yeah, let me get these trees over here. Let me just walk these trees over here. All right. But anyways, like, it is, like, cleared my worries. I could finally, like, I can make money. And I'll have, like, enough money to, like, pay, like, certain things, like car insurance. I don't even know if, my parents are going to charge me for that. If they do, I can pay it from the money that I make from my job. If not, I could pay regardless. And like I said, I'm not going to drive many places. I'm not going to go out to eat many places, So, like, this, for the most part, like, I did say that I might, like, during band camp, I might actually, like, get fast food all the times and, like, drive over to a fast food place each time, right? But, like, I hardly spend any money. In fact, I'm not going to buy soda. Like, I'm not even going to buy soda cans at home to drink every year anymore. I don't spend money usually, so I have a bunch of money saved up. I think I have maybe $200, maybe more. And, the fact that I'm not even going to buy a drink anymore whenever I go out to these fast food places will also save some money too. Therefore, I might end up only paying like $5 every single time I want to, like, get something to eat. Maybe a little bit more at some other places, but that's not really that bad at all in terms of, like, like, I know it's bad because of inflation, but in terms of, like, new inflation standards and stuff. So if I end up doing that, I'm only really spending, I'd say maybe like roughly $60 or $70 within those 2 weeks. That covers 2 weeks of, like, one meal per weekday that I have to pay for. And the fact that I don't really, like, pay for that much food anyway, like, who knows? I might not even be charged for car insurance. I might not. That's not really my main concern. Even if I do, I'll still be able to easily keep up. I'll also be able to, like, save a bunch of money too. Very Wet Paper and I are, Very Wet Paper is Dallas and the Bones' brother. Me and him are a little similar. I did not get a driver's license or a job until I turned, well, a little after I turned 17. Like, when I'm 17 in, like, multiple months now. I don't even know how many months. I don't feel like counting right now. Once we get to the point of September, I'll be 17 and a half. That's, wow. Already 17 and a half? That's crazy. Very Wet Paper did not get his first job till he's 18. I don't know about his driver's license, but he, like, told me, yeah, he actually, I think he said for driver's license too. He said that he completely understands, like, the feeling of just, like, being embarrassed when kids your age are, like, talking about that stuff. And then he also said that if he, like, was there and, like, witnessed a kid, like, like, who got their driver's license and a job before he did, he'll just, like, get really embarrassed and will hardly be able to, like, face them if they like start mentioning it out loud and stuff, and no shame in Very Wet Paper, no shame towards him, and I bet I probably will, no, I don't think I will. Like, if I don't have a driver's license and a job, I would be kind of embarrassed. I kind of was like that last year because, like, there was seniors and they all had jobs, and driver's licenses, and I was only a year under them, and they had those as well in 11th grade, and I didn't have it in 11th grade at all. It made me feel like an oddball, and I felt a little embarrassed, and like I just had this general feeling of just like there's a lot of older people, and I just feel generally like, you know, smaller, you know, like younger. I'm not talking about inappropriate stuff, but like I'm saying, like it made me feel less important. And now the fact that all those freaking seniors are gone, and boom, I have a driver's license and a job as well, now makes me feel large. Not trying to be inappropriate here. Makes me feel important, you know? And now I'm actually like really excited to like go to band camp because like, you know, just for the fact that I'll like be able to drive there, and it's just going to be so interesting. Now, will I, if I notice anyone a year younger than me having a license and a job going there, will I be embarrassed about it? I might be a little bit, but probably not. I'm not like very wet paper in that sense. There is couple other things I want to talk about for this entire video subject. One, this, you know, is another thing that like, you know, makes me think and feel more positively about myself. Makes me happier. Helps boost my self-confidence. It has made my life better. It is relieving too. Makes me happy. Okay, good. Number 2 is that I want to talk about availability in terms for me. So here's the deal. I'm still going to be available as much, if not nearly as much, because, you know, I'm not going to work a lot. I'm not going to ask to go to work for a lot. I might ask for more hours, but not anytime soon because of band and school starting and then having all that. Maybe once band season's over, I will ask for more hours, or I might just not, due to me making money on YouTube and the amount of views I get during stock-up season, bringing in a bunch of cash for me on YouTube. Therefore, point is, if you want me to be available on this platform for longer, if you want to increase the chances of me producing more content, then get people to subscribe, because, you know, long story short, that will higher the chance of someone, you know, watching my content, you know, people watching my content during stock-up season, which will create more cash for me, and the more cash I get, the higher of chances that I will not, you know, ask to work more. All right. Now, yeah, I will have to go to work some of the time. I'm not going to be available as much. Well, I shouldn't have said I will be available as much, because I'll be available less. All right. You know, I'll have school, I'll have work, I'll have band for part of that time. But yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Now, if you threw me getting into a relationship on top of that, yeah, then basically just consider myself on the channel S. I'd still try my hardest, but on the channel S definitely. But you don't have to worry about that. I'm literally going to reject every girl that goes and asks me out. But girls don't ask out guys anyway, naturally. So I don't really have to worry too much about that. Or maybe, you know, the girls in my town just really don't want to date me. Who knows? I mean, one time you know, someone, like 2 years ago, someone told me that they overheard a girl talking on the phone saying, oh, insert JB dragmotoxboss's IRL name. Yeah, I'd never date him. And I think they called me ugly. I don't freaking care about that. You know, that's just their opinion. That's kind of rude to just out loud say. It wasn't out loud, like to say to your friend. Like, what? You know, it's about like, it's not just about looks, it's about personality. It's like looks is like one of the least important things that you want in a partner. Okay, it's like mostly about like a bunch of other things too, you know, like the personality and stuff. And plus, if a girl like has that mindset, good that they don't want to date me. Good that they don't want to date me. They would have probably been a toxic partner anyway. It's like my whole theory and the thing of where if I talked about saying there should not be grass pads in public bathrooms or school bathrooms because since all furries are technically humans, or biological humans, I should say, and if you're a biological human, you biologically use the bathroom like a human. If you identify as a furry, you're still a biological human, therefore you should not use the bathroom like a biological animal, you should use the bathroom like a biological human. If Twitter sees that, then I get canceled for it. Well, it's good because it keeps the strange people out of watching my content. But the people who are actually reasonable and will see, you know, my point on that, maybe even if they do disagree, if they still like, you know, realize, oh, like maybe they can put their differences aside, you know, the true good people, the true people who want to watch my content will still watch my content. All right. But then maybe there are some true good people, but like who want to watch my content, but then they won't because, you know, they don't like dealing with someone, like watching someone if they have conflicting views. Well, to be honest, I feel like, you know, you guys don't have to have all the same opinions as me, but try to at least understand that a biological human should not use the bathroom like a biological animal. That doesn't make any sense, okay? But I'm not gonna date anyone. Like, I probably won't even date in college just because I'm worried about, like, you know, if the relationship turns long distance, then they want to break up because of long distance. It'll waste my time. It'll still create fun years for me, but I have fun years being in the legendary JB dragmotoxboss community regardless. You know, I finally, you know, realized, you know, you don't need to be with someone to be happy. At least for your earlier years in life, you know, just hang out with your friends. And yeah, I'm not gonna get heartbroken again. I don't want to guarantee myself heartbreak and waste a bunch of my time. I need that time to spend in the legendary JB dragmotoxboss community. That's where I'd rather spend the time. Alright, time to sell this icewood over here. Okay, good. Oh wait, I forgot to talk about one more thing. Oh wait, no, actually I did cover it. Never mind. Alright, goodbye everyone.